You cannot leave without commenting on public schools.
On public schools? Oh, don't you love public schools? In California, folks, public schools. In California, we're the richest state in the union. We take more tax revenue in than any state. We're the, like the 7th largest county, okay? Of all that revenue, 54% of all that revenue goes to public schools. You would think we have the best public schools on the planet. But with all that revenue, our school kids from 4 to 8, 4th grade to 8th grade, cannot beat Guam, cannot beat Mississippi in reading and math. With all the 54% of the biggest state budget in our country, our kids can't read and write. And the worse schools that you have, the more teachers get paid. Teachers get paid $5,000 more for working in an underperforming school. So guess what? More schools are underperforming. You get what you pay for. This is no longer education, it is indoctrination. And we know it. We're not going to debate it. We know that teaching our kids to hate you, teaching our kids to report on you to them. You no longer have the power over your children. Mothers and fathers, you no longer have the power over your children. If you think that you're in charge of your child, I want you to go home tonight and do something less than a perfect parent. And your state government will come and get their child from you.
That's right.
Not a child, not permission company, it belongs to them. You have lost control of your child. They will kidnap your child and keep your child because it's money for the system. They're teaching your children that you are bad, you have no goals, you have no decline. I got a 12-year-old goddaughter who is a perfect child. She is beautiful, she's intelligent, she's a genius, literally a genius. She's very intelligent, top of her class, and we're driving to Las Vegas, we're driving to Palm Springs. Her sisters, her mother, my wife, and I are taking for a weekend to a resort. We're passing an Indian casino, 10 o'clock at night. She says to me, "Do you know what goes on in the casino?" I said, "No, what?" Figure I get some lecture about gambling, right? She said, "They don't take $10 bills in any casino. A casino doesn't take $20 bills." So now I'm listening. Why would you say that? Well, my teacher said, because of how mean they were to Andrew Jackson, how mean they were, how white man mistreated them so much, they don't want any money with his picture on it. Her teacher told her that any casino do not take $20 bills. I said, when you go to school, tell your teacher, May somebody will say, "You are a liar." Now, the next morning I thought about that. I said, okay, next month, it's not fair for you to tell them no girl to go tell teacher she's a liar. So we got up in the morning, took my video camera, and went to the casino. And stood in front. She said to the camera, "My teacher said, you know, I take $12 bills in here." Mayor Sunula said, "She's lying. You're going to go in and find who's telling the truth." We walked in the casino, stood in front of the slot machine, asked for the casino manager. I got 2 little girls, 12, 14, 16. They stood there and said, "My teacher said that you do not take $20 bills." He said, "I beg your pardon?" She said, "Because of Andrew Jackson or so many things, you don't want anything to picture on it." She said, "Young lady, we take American money, Confederate money, Canadian money." He said, "Turn around, look at the slot machine. It says 100, 50, 20, 10s, and 5. Your teacher is misleading you." Now, folks, why would a teacher tell a child, except they want you to hate white men? They want you to hate white America. They want you to hate corporations. They want you to hate capitalism. They are teaching an ideology to these children. So I go to school the next week. Because y'all know me, you know me. You're not with the school. I went to school to see this teacher. Walked into her class. And I said, "Excuse me." Passed over, and she standing beside me. I said, "Excuse me. I'm Mason Weaver. I want to give you my card. I'm going to give you my cell number. The next time you have the desire to say something stupid to my godchild, I want you to call me so I can ring some sense into your head." How can you tell this child that Indians were back. She said, well, you know, she said, I'm black, right? So she assumed I hate black people. She said, well, you know how they are. You know, they rule the world. They take what they want. This is a white teacher. A white teacher. How can we have these self-hating people teaching our children? Folks, if a classroom right now in California, they are considering teaching, not about sex, teaching sexual activities to preschoolers. Yeah. I'm not talking about teaching different between sexes. I'm talking about sexual intercourse taught to preschoolers. Here's why I say preschoolers. They know they're going to protest, right? We protest and we march, we write letters and say, okay. Third grade. Marshall, can I get in that class?
You need to learn.
We say third grade. I got a book for you, man. They say third grade, and we say victory. Instead, we should say, for you to think about sex in a preschooler, you don't qualify to get in the classroom. Right. You don't think about sex, you don't qualify to get a school board. We should start saying, you don't qualify. You are a child molester. If you sit down thinking about sex in a preschooler, you are a child molester. Find another job. But instead, we speak compromise. We say we got a victory because it's a third grade instead of the kindergarten. That's not a victory. That's abuse. That's child abuse. If your child go to school, folks, a 15-year-old single homeless mother can teach the child to read and write. If you cannot teach the child to read and write by the time they get out of school, you should be fired. Simple as that. But we don't dare do it because our teachers are afraid of the teachers' union. That's why we didn't do it. So schools need to be returned to the parents. Each parent should have a voucher in their hand determining where their child will go to school. It's your child. It is your child. And don't let anybody compromise that. Well, here's the excuse. Well, if you give them vouchers, what will the kids do who are blind and handicapped? The blind and handicapped parents will get together and get a blind and handicapped school. The slow learning parents get together and have a slow learning school. That's what, and they know that. The difference is that you won't have a union. You won't have a union. The church will have a union. That's what they're talking about. They know that. Stop arguing with them. Stop debating. They're like teenage kids. Little kid wants, folks, a child wants everything you have, but no responsibility. And you won't tell a 10-year-old kid, okay, take my car, but let's get back by noon. You will say no. So you have to start saying no to liberals. You have to start firing them. If not, they're going to be like a 35-year-old kid living in my house back and smoking a joint. You know people like that. So let's become mature people. We are mature. We're responsible. We think everything you see out here. Let's start taking responsibility. The greatest power they have, folks, the greatest power they have is calling your name. The greatest power they have. Because you will stop functioning and try to convince them you got the name call they called you. And guess what? You now stop functioning. And it began to get personal. But can you imagine the name they call me? I accept the name calling. You're an Uncle Tom sellout. Okay, but am I wrong on this issue? Am I wrong here? Tell me what I'm wrong here. We win, folks, on truth. We win every time we speak the truth. The truth will never come back void. Speak the truth. In season, out of season, when they love you, when they hate you, when they accept you, when they come against you, speak the truth. You will never, ever, ever find it void. One last question.